you can't build a resentment about it. You have to still try and love those people.
Yeah.
Because that's the way they're thinking.
Get ready, folks, for an episode jam-packed with twists and turns. In today's dive into the murky world of celebrity gossip, I'll be uncovering a web of controversies involving none other than the Fresh Prince himself, Will Smith. Is the Hollywood A-lister acting as a promoter for the notorious Hollywood elites? I've got some shocking revelations that are bound to leave you speechless. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live channel. Let's talk about the storm the sound of freedom has brewed up. A bunch of listers are coming out of the woodwork to back this film. Mel Gibson's on board, Ice Cube's giving it a thumbs up, Ashton Kutcher's all about it, and even Dana White and tech mogul Elon Musk are singing its praises.
But that you could, that some of your worst nightmares were real.
But guess who's radio silent? Yep, our Fresh Prince, Will Smith. It's kind of shocking, especially considering how he's always been portrayed as a beacon of justice. Now, here's where the rumor mill goes into overdrive. Whispers in the alley suggest that perhaps Will's silence stems from him being a part of this elite group and not wanting to criticize his peers. And we can't ignore that Jada Pinkett Smith, his better half, might be tangled in there somewhere. Isn't it interesting? For someone who's been on the front lines championing black rights in Tinseltown, Will's hush-hush mode is eyebrow-raising. It begs the question, is he genuinely the advocate we thought, or just another card-carrying member of the Hollywood elite club that Sound of Freedom is gunning at?
Now, the first step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
And fans are shook. We've got folks glued to their phones, waiting for the man to drop even a single post on Instagram or Twitter about the movie. Is it support? Is it shade? Or is it silence? It's been crickets so far. But here's the deal. Sound of Freedom isn't just another movie. It's a clarion call, shining a light on the deep, dark underworld of illegal human trade. And boy, has it opened a can of worms. Fans, celebrities, everyone's getting in on the discussion. Debates are raging, and it's clear this movie has hit a nerve. So, with all this buzz and so many celebs jumping on the support wagon, Will's silence is getting, well, loud. People are wondering, where does he stand on this monumental issue? Does he back the film's brave take, or is there something more we're not seeing? Let's dive right back into it. You see, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will's better half, and supermom to Jaden and Willow Smith, is known for standing tall against human trafficking. She's gone on the record speaking out about her commitment to end the exploitation of women and children globally. But what's the action behind the words? She actually founded a foundation dedicated to the cause, the Jada Pinkett Smith Foundation, a true testament to her dedication. And who does she credit as her unwavering support system? That's right, her hubby, Will. As she said, because in order to combat this, we need our men. We need our soldiers. Let me tell you, I love girl power, but ain't nothing like having some muscle behind you. Willie's got some big ones. Now you'd think with Jada so vocal about her cause, that Will would echo her sentiments. Maybe throw in a supportive tweet or two, right? But strangely enough, it's been radio silence from his end. And we all know, in the world of celebrity, silence can sometimes scream louder than words. That brings us to the big question. Are the Smiths really as invested in the cause as they claim, or is it all just one big PR stunt? Remember, celebrities are masters of the spotlight, and let's face it, social activism has a nice ring to it on a Twitter bio. But when the cameras turn off, are they still that dedicated? If you've been keeping up with the Smiths, you might have heard some pretty unsettling rumors circulating the family. On the surface, they project the image of a wholesome, tight-knit clan, but rumors suggest that it's not all sunshine and rainbows behind the Smith family doors.
August was probably trying to communicate because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission because we were separated amicably.
Whispers about their open marriage, suggestions of bisexuality, and the couple living together merely for the sake of career advancement have been floating around.
Bad marriage for life.
The kids aren't immune to these rumors either. Jaden, their eldest, has spoken out about experiencing depression at an early age, which led him to move out of the family home as soon as he could. Willow, too, had her share of struggles. And then there's Jada's open endorsement of psychoactive substances.
I was introduced to plant medicine 10 years ago to deal with my depression, and it knocked it out.
According to Jaden, it was actually Jada who introduced the family to psychedelics. With all this information, it's hard not to wonder, what's really going on in the Smith household?
When we said we wanted to bring him to the table, I was like, well, what do you want to talk about? He said, mushrooms.
Yeah.
Even Will's ex-wife has added fuel to the fire, claiming that the reason for their split was Will's infidelity with men. With all these rumors swirling around, it's difficult to separate fact from fiction. Is their wholesome family image a reality or just another role they're playing for the public eye? However, the first time the Smith family's public persona came under considerable scrutiny was when Will shocked the world with his outburst at the Oscars. For those living under a rock, Will had a violent reaction to a joke about his wife by comedian Chris Rock and walked onto the stage to slap him. Now, you'd think that sort of behavior would make him persona non grata in Hollywood, right? Well, that wasn't the case.
Oh, wow!
Despite the harsh backlash he received on social media, most of Hollywood seemed to ignore the incident, brushing it off as an uncomfortable blip in an otherwise uneventful night. This, my friends, is where we find the bizarre disparity of how certain celebrities are treated in the industry. Think about it. We've witnessed celebrities being canceled and blacklisted for much less. Yet, all Will had to do was post a 2-minute video apology and voila, he's back in the good graces of Hollywood.
It was my man. This is probably irreparable.
And here lies the paradox. If Smith can remain in Hollywood's inner circle despite his violent public outburst, what does it say about his position in the industry? This is the same industry that's been accused of harboring dark secrets and using its power to silence dissenters. If Will can weather such a storm without any significant repercussions, it's reasonable to suspect that he's not a rebel against the elite, but a fully fledged member. One can't help but wonder whether Smith's public actions and stances are merely smokescreens to maintain a certain image. After all, Hollywood is a master of illusions, isn't it? Can we fully trust the intentions of someone who seems to exist in Hollywood's untouchable sphere? Notably, Will Smith himself is deeply entwined with Oprah, a figure spotlighted for the controversial practices spotlighted in Sound of Freedom. In fact, Oprah's notorious talk show has been a common platform for Will. He's graced her show several times, discussing everything from his personal life to his career ups and downs. One notable instance was back in 2008, when Will and Jada opened up about their parenting style on the Oprah Winfrey Show. What's fascinating is that Jada, Will's wife, once expressed envy over her husband's candidness with Oprah. She claimed in a 2018 Red Table Talk episode that Will shares more with Oprah than in their own private conversations. Can you believe it, folks? Imagine your partner confessing their deepest secrets to a talk show host rather than you. But then again, it's Hollywood, right? So let's put this into perspective. Tell me who your friend is and I'll tell you who you are. An age-old saying that rings true here. As one of Will's confidants, Oprah serves as a prime example of the Hollywood elite the film Sound of Freedom so fiercely opposes. Let's take a peek at some of the eyebrow-raising instances from her past. You might recall that Oprah was pivotal in catapulting the Brazilian faith healer, John of God, into the spotlight. Despite horrifying allegations surfacing about this self-styled guru, Oprah featured him on her show in 2010. This act served to validate his credibility in the eyes of her large audience, adding a harrowing chapter to her record.
Every time I've heard about him or talked about him or even written about him in the magazine, it has been through somebody else's eyes.
Oprah's questionable relationships don't stop there. She had a notably friendly rapport with Harvey Weinstein, a man accused of multiple instances of assault. Despite the grave accusations, Oprah was initially seen defending him, further staining her reputation. And let's not forget the controversies around Oprah's Leadership Academy for girls in South Africa. From a teacher facing accusations of sexual harassment to complaints of theft and physical abuse, it's been a roller coaster of scandals. There are even whispers of elite automobiles pulling up to the school, sparking rumors about potential involvement in human trafficking, the very crime Sound of Freedom sheds light on. With all these controversies brewing, Oprah's tiff with Angelina Jolie over the school adds another layer to this convoluted tale. With accusations flying and conflicting reports emerging, it's clear that the glitz and glam of the celeb world often hide a much darker reality.
Like, well, how is she making all this money? Oh, because she owns it? And because of syndication?
It's important to remember that celebrities, while influential, are also humans capable of deceit and manipulation. They often play the peer game, using it to their advantage to create a particular image or narrative. Perhaps the incident at the Oscars and the subsequent lack of serious consequences for Smith reveal a bigger picture about his true role within the Hollywood elite. In essence, we're led to question whether Smith's actions align with the fight against the hidden horrors of the industry, or if they are part of a larger charade, a charade that uses the influence of stardom to divert attention away from the darker side of the industry. As we peel back the layers, the lines between reality and illusion, truth and deceit continue to blur. But hey, I want to hear from you. Do you think these allegations against Will Smith have merit? And what about Oprah? Do you believe she's entangled in the dark side of Hollywood? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's get this conversation going. Thank you all for tuning in and joining me on this wild ride through the fascinating world of celebrity rumors. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and smash that like button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest updates. Until next time, stay curious, stay entertained, and keep those comments coming. Peace out.